Jackie right here, she's going to be setting up for the Bulgarian squat. And what we're going to focus on right now is we're going to really focus on her working her glutes. And at the same time, this does also work her quads as well, but we're going to focus on the glutes. So Jackie, when you go down, now lean forward just a little bit. All right, now come up, stop, squeeze, go down, go ahead and work them out. Give me a couple reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All right. That's it. All right. Now lean forward a little bit more. Lean forward a little bit. Lean forward. Now go. Squeeze. You feel more in the glute? Mm-hmm. That's what I want right there. More in the glute right there. There you go. Squeeze. So you see how she's bending forward? When she bent forward, she worked more that glute. That butt area. See that butt working? Mm-hmm.
So the woman needs to want to get that glute right.
That's right. This is a great exercise for it. Absolutely. Okay. And they don't have to do it with weights. They can just do it with just body weight. See, if you have a mop, a stick, you want to do it, Jackie? You got a stick at home. You just need some support.
Okay. So yeah, I can do that now. Yeah, that little PVC pipe laying around. Yeah, I can do that.
Just hold it. Just hold it on one side. Hold it just like this. Yeah, now go.
Oh wow.
Bam. Bam. Bam.
Right.
Bam.
Okay.
There you go.
And it's okay if you get a little wobbly because you haven't worked those muscles.
Because you haven't worked those muscles.
Keep
And
going.
once your body gets acclimated to the movement, you'll be able to steady out. You know, of course, the more you do, the stronger you're gonna get anyway.
Okay.
And so once you get stronger, of course, you'll be able to. Because at first, I mean, Jack can tell you her story. She come in here, she couldn't hardly do anything with her knees. And so now she's able to even do these. She wasn't able to do these when she first came over here.
Yeah, so that's what I want to ask. You know, people that got those knees, you know, start popping every time they go down.
And you know what? My knees pop too, but sometimes when they pop, it's not necessarily like in pain. It's just noise. But if it is in pain, then you need to get that checked out. But if it's not in pain, then just work through it.
Is there an exercise that you can do to help, you know, build strength in your knees, or, you know?
So Jackie come to me with her knees, and I've taken her through a lot of different exercises for your knees. So this is one good exercise that I like to do for your knee. Toe up. Yep, there you go. There you go. Boom. Boom. There you go. This is a great exercise, guys. Great.
To strengthen up the knee.
To strengthen up the knee.
Wow.
Strengthening
knee bone. Knee muscles. So if they don't have, so you gotta find like a little
platform. It doesn't have to be this big starting out.
Okay.
You can get something that's a little bit smaller. You can get something. You can even do it at stairs at home.
Oh, your stairs.
Yeah, stairs.
Okay.
But you can, just say for instance, this is the stairs going upstairs.
Okay.
You can come in here, get sideways on that first step.
Okay. First step. Okay. Actually,
and then you can hold on to
the balance stick.
There you go. Hold on in front. The rail. Bam.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So they be able to drop it low challenge, like not fall off the stairs.
I don't know what that is, but yeah,
okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Just imagine somebody fall.
Like a person like my size, right? I'm low, but they're fortunate for I'm low to the ground, so I don't have to bend that much. But I'm heavy. Okay. Right. So that still benefits me.
Oh, absolutely.
I can still do that.
Absolutely. And so what happens is that we start out where you are. I don't ever try to take anybody past their level. Right. So we all have a starting point. So wherever you start at, that's what I have here. If you're starting out from the beginning, you know, if it's just even doing this, it's still building it. It's just not building it at that level. But we start here, and then we build to this level, then we move to this level. You understand what I'm saying? And it's still building the strength around your kneecap.
Yeah, so I want the people to know there's levels to this.
Yeah, there's levels to it.
Just don't start out with shit.
Yeah.
Got a nice little range reps.
Exactly.
Like, what would you recommend? Like maybe just
I would do 5.
You start
out with 5 reps. Five reps each leg.
Okay.
3 sets.
Okay.
So you could take a break in between them.
Okay.
You know, take a break.
Okay.
And then once you take your break, you can go back to it. Just go back to it.
So, Ms. Jackie, how long you been training with Sid?
since April of last year. So,
yeah, I think so.
what?
What is it?
A
Probably
year
and
April.
a couple months.
May, June, July, yeah, a couple months.
Couple
A year and a couple months.
Okay, and you've seen a lot of results, like when you don't go to therapy. You were saying earlier you don't have to go to therapy anymore. So.
I don't. When I started coming to say we were actually working my sessions around my physical therapy sessions for my knees.
Okay.
They would be swole all the time.
Wow.
Anything I did, impact, standing too long, driving too long, not working out properly, which I didn't know at the time, but I would have to take days off. Sometimes I would have to sit out like a week because my knees were they were terrible.
Okay.
But when I started coming to him, I was like, okay, I don't even want to talk to y'all at physical therapy no more because
Save that money.
Yeah, saving that money and just the proper form. Everything that he taught, it was a whole different. Working out properly.
Right.
I learned I did not have to lift heavy. I was lifting too heavy to get the results I wanted. I was strong.
Right.
But I remember telling him one day, I looked in the mirror. I said, I look feminine. I'm strong, but I wasn't bulky.
Yeah,
I was lifting too much weight and I wasn't doing it properly. So that literally, I wasn't able to do squats, get down on my knees, like anything pertaining to that. He had to tell me stop being scared because I couldn't build it up because I was always protecting my knee, being timid with it. But I don't even have to go to therapy no more because of him. Like, I wish the insurance would pay him.
I do too.
So you were saying when we was talking off camera that you're type 1 diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of tell us how that came about.
I was actually diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. I was maybe about 20, 21, early in the military. And so they started treating me as type 2 diabetic, saying, hey, you need to work out, you need to lose weight, you need to eat right, all the things. So I'm like, okay, cool. Started doing that. Still couldn't get it under control. My blood sugars were still too high all the time. So eventually I was on 2 types of pills for diabetic. I know metformin was one of them. I can't remember the name of the other one. But I was on the highest dosage that is allowed for those pills, 2 different types of pills. It would have me sick. Like, I can't even talk about how sick I would be because of the amount of medicine I was taking, and it still didn't fix the issue. So they kept treating me as type 2 for a while, and I eventually got another doctor. And the first day the doctor walked in the room, and he just looked at me like, I read your chart, but ain't no way. There's no way you type 2. I'm like, right? Because y'all keep telling me to lose weight. I'm going to disappear after a while if I lose any more weight trying to fix that. And so that's when they started treating me as type 1. And apparently there's nothing I can do about it. Mm-hmm. I can control it, work out, eat good to control it. You can still live a full life being diabetic. Okay. So that's my aim. I can enjoy life, as being a diabetic. It's not like, oh, it's over with. It's not. So that was how we found out. And where I am now, I take 2 types of insulin. I take a 24-hour insulin, which I take it once a day. It's slow releasing. That keeps my blood sugars level even if I don't eat, do or don't eat. And then a mealtime insulin is instant. So when I eat, I take it. And so that helps control it that way.
Does that motivate you to work out though and try to stay healthy as possible?
It does. It does. It is definitely a lifestyle. It is. So not only that, but I have a child. Right. I heard a clip that says, don't just work out for the looks. Work out because I want to run around with my child. I want to see grandkids one day. I want to be able to keep up and do that you want to live a full life, not just for the aesthetics. But definitely as a diabetic, that's a whole nother thing, but hand in hand with proper fitness and nutrition, it's easy to manage.
So it make you feel better?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that's deep story. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have no limitations. You do kind of pretty much anything.
Yeah. I used to have limitations. I retired early from the military, medical retirement. Okay. But for those that don't know, that's a civilian world and military are 2 totally different. So I was retired early based on injuries. My knee was one. That backstory, the way I was born, I would always have problems with my knees. But the more you are educated and learn and know, I never thought I would be at the point where I am today, like not guarding my knees and worrying about my knees giving out. But that's done a lot. So I had limitations, but working out properly, eating right, you know, again, I keep saying proper form. I can't believe how long I was working out and then realized I wasn't doing it right.
Wow.
That the reason I was hurting was working out improperly, wrong, you know, so I'm still mind blown.
And then how you changed that?
How I changed that, like we was talking earlier, he was saying different levels to the workouts, different levels of trainers. I say it, literally. I stopped going to physical therapy, I told y'all earlier, because I don't know what they was doing, but what he was doing was working.
Right.
Was working. So I learned you don't have to lift all the weights. And he is quick to say, oh, you're not doing it right. Put the weight down. Just make sure you do it right. And then you could, if the form's not right, put the weight down. So I was doing those things wrong all the time. So, you know.
So what advice you would give a young lady who's maybe have the same situation you have, but depressed and like, you know, really want to give up?
Yeah. Reach in and take care of you. Cause I hadn't always been this small. Now I was way smaller in school, but that goes to show, like we was talking earlier, me being type 1 diabetic, it wasn't nothing. I was born that way. The symptoms just came out the further I got along in my body, like, okay, you ain't doing it right. You're not doing it right. Cause in the past few years, I've lost about 40 pounds. And so that has been a difference. But for me, it was a personal journey. And it still is. Like my goal of what's coming up, that's personal. You know, not for anybody else. It's a personal thing. So just take care of you. You feel better. I say it all the time. We have jobs. I'm an entrepreneur. I also drive a school bus in my spare time. So I'm up early mornings, you know, trying to run my store in the middle of the day, run the household, be a wife, be a mom, everything that it is to take care of my dad, everything, my mom. And I come in here. I might drag through the door, but when I get in here,
You in.
oh, this is what we here for.
Yeah.
This is what we here for. It's mental. It's a mental release. It's therapy as well. Not just physical, but mental and internal. So,
All right.
yeah. You're welcome.
That's just like type 1 diabetes. You can't do anything. Type 1, you can't do anything about. Type 2, oh yeah.
You can.
That's something you control.
So it did run in the family because we all ate the same way and we all did the same things. That's what ran in the family. So that's what made.
Never heard it like that.
That's what made
Never
us
heard
all.
it like that.
So like now, I don't eat like that.
Right.
Even though I'm type 1, but I've lost the weight. I've done the things. You can't say everybody in our family big because I literally was not. I wasn't not on my dad's side anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's, you think about it that way, yeah. Generationally, habits. It wasn't genetics. It was just stuff that was the only way you saw to do it, and you keep doing it that way, and so you keep getting the same results. But that's from lack of information. If we don't know or do other reasons, you don't know any other way to do it.
I did not think about it like that. I thought when you said it ran in the family, he
had it, so I'ma have it. No,
right. And then you say, well, it's gonna skip. It might skip to my daughters, and that's. I'm honest. I'll be honest with you. Like I was praying, Lord, don't let it go to them. If it gotta go, somebody let it go to me. Don't let it go to them. So.
Yeah, I understand totally. But yeah, and it can start with you. I said it started with me. Yeah. Like people, what do my baby eat? We give him what he asked for, but he only know what he asked for, what he been exposed to, what he's had before. Or, like if he asked for, he come in and say, "I want something to eat." First of all, him saying something to eat came from his grandma's. We know they just feed him. But when he at home, when he asked for something, all right, strawberries. You have to keep strawberries. You know, stuff like that. It don't be candy. He got introduced to candy when he started pre-K. And it ain't even your edges keep coming out because you keep pulling your hair out every day, and you pulling it tight, and you pulling your hair out. So it wasn't genetics. It was stuff that grandmama did it because it was done to her. Then my aunt did. Y'all, everybody doing their hair the same way, and you just keep saying generationally we don't have no edges.
Right.
No, I got edges because I stopped pulling my hair out.
Right.
So it was just stuff that we did, and we thought that's what it was. It was not genetics at all. The hairline is genetic, but the being bald was not. That was just a habit you did because you didn't know any better.
Follow he who holds a purpose officially installed. Here we go. Tally ho. Now watch me get down.